Hey guys, Block Squad 1000 here, and welcome to my Let's Play of Dark Souls. It's been a while since I've last uploaded a video, and don't worry, we'll get to that in just a bit. But yeah, Dark Souls. Boy, oh boy, do I love this game. Now, obviously, for anybody who hasn't played this game, you probably already know that this game is known for being extremely challenging. And yeah, you're probably wondering why I've wanted to Let's Play a game like this. Well, believe it or not, this is actually one of my favorite games of all time. I'd probably rank it in my top 5 games ever. I didn't actually ever think I'd be playing this game. Like a couple of months ago, I think it was back during April was when I actually first played this game, and it actually really quickly just rose through the ranks of my favorite games ever. And I really appreciate everything that this game has done. It really changed my view of the way that I think about a lot of games and the design philosophy of them. And I'm going to be sharing my appreciation for this game in the form of a Let's Play, and I just wanted to suck it up and do it. Even though this Let's Play is going to be a very hard thing to do, because doing a Let's Play of a super challenging game is probably going to be complete hell, but I'm going to see how this goes. So, let's press the start button. So, new game. So, this is right here, you get to create your own character. This is one of the most interesting things about this game, is just the variety of builds that you can create your character with. The thing is, I am not particularly good at creating a good build, so I guess we'll see how this goes. I'm the kind of guy who prefers to have, like, builds that are, I prefer to have builds that are more melee-based. So, I guess that's the one thing that I will decide right now. I'm much worse at doing, like, magic or archery builds. I'm just more of a melee guy. So, let's go ahead and write my name here. I'm just gonna write Cole, since that's my real name. I would write Block Squad, but I don't really know. It's not a real name, so let's just go with Cole. Alright, so, there we go. Start, enter. Now, it has been a while since I've actually played this game, so this might take a little bit of time for me to really get used to, because I actually just came out of playing Dark Souls 2, and that game has a much more... that game, in my opinion, has much better controls than this game, so we'll see how this game goes in terms of, like... I'm just gonna have to get used to it. I'm gonna go with Warrior, since... well, you'll see why in a bit. I would have chosen Knight, but in my first playthrough, that led to some pretty weird stuff happening in early game, so I'll explain that in a bit. Gift. Alright, so this is an interesting thing. Your character can start out with an item, and this item can be anything from this, and these items all have their own unique abilities, basically. You can have the Goddess's Blessing. This allows you to fully restore HP and status. Now, this can only be used once, obviously, so make it count, I guess. There's black fire bombs, which are like grenades, I guess, or just some sort of explosive. And they are, there's a regular firebomb as well. This is a more powerful version of it. It's Twin Humanities. Humanity is a system in this game, which I will explain once we get to it. I mean, for those of you who actually already played this game, you're probably, like, shaking your head saying, why does he not expect us to know this? But, I'm just gonna explain it as we go along for people who haven't played. There's binoculars, which are self-explanatory. There's the pendant. This thing actually, I believe, does basically nothing. There's the master key, which allows you to open any door, but only, I think it can only be used once. I've never actually used a master key, because I prefer to play the game legitimately. So this thing is a jerk. It says that it restores HP over time, but it actually only just, it increases your maximum health a bit. So the description's actually a lie. There's the old witch's ring, which, no obvious effect. I don't actually know what that does, to be honest. But anyway, so I'm gonna go with the Twin Humanities, because we'll see that in a bit. Physique. I am going to go with, tiny head, no. I'm gonna go with, this. I like that. Face. Let's see. Which one looks good? There's the Far East Traveler. I like his little, I like his face. Hold on. That guy has a pretty cool smile. That guy looks really angry. I actually like that. Astora Noble. Alright, so let's go with that face. Hair. Short. Ponytail. You know what? Why don't we go with ponytail? Sure. Color. I'm gonna go with my hair color, which is blonde, obviously. Gold. I guess that's the closest thing. And you can customize here. So you can, like, give yourself, like, some unique stuff. Obviously I don't really feel like going through all of this, so I'm just gonna go through, what I have here, because I actually like this build a bit. Alright, let's get started, I guess. Here we go.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the Scaleless, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Now there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
So, there was our little intro. Yep, confusing. The story in this game is very confusing, by the way. I'll explain a bit of it later on.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
So, here we are in the Northern Undead Asylum. Alright, so starting off right here, we can pillage this corpse and get a dungeon cell key, which can be used to open this door, obviously. And yeah, let's get on our grueling adventure here. So, we start off right here with a broken sword. How lovely. But the weapons that we chose for our build will, like depending on the class that you chose, which was, obviously I chose Warrior, they'll appear later on. So, oh wait, I forgot to mention this. So, this is a unique mechanic that this game uses, these messages right here. Other players can actually leave messages behind to give you, like, hints of what's going to come up ahead. This one right here isn't actually left by a player, instead it's actually put there by the developers. So, right stick camera controls. So this is like a very, very subtle tutorial. This game doesn't give you much of a tutorial, it's just very basic button controls, basically. R1 is attack. So you can lock on by clicking down the right stick, and slash away. There we go. As you can see, we have a stamina meter. Every time we attack, it goes down. And so you gotta watch your stamina. You can hold down the O stick to run, or the zero, like, okay. That's right, I'm actually playing on PS3, by the way, so, in case the button controls are not what you expect them to be, yeah, that's why. Anyways, kill that guy. This is an undead hollow right here. As you can see right there in the corner, that number that's going up, we will get into that, not right now because we can't do anything about it right now, but it's there for later on. So, that's obviously lock on, so I just discussed that. So here we can climb up this ladder. If you hold down the, whatever button it is that uses stamina, then it goes up. And then through here, rest a bonfire, recover HP. So this is, obviously, probably one of the most iconic things in this series. Bonfires. So you can light bonfires and then rest at them. And these will recover HP, but they will also bring back enemies you've killed indefinitely. So, yeah, use them sparingly. They also, oh wait, no, that's a bit of a spoiler, for which we'll find out in like 5 minutes or whatever. Anyway, so, open this door. And if we go through here, let's walk forward and read this message right here. Get away! Yep, it's a boss, and we're not even like 2 minutes into the game. Run! Yeah, that boss is possible to beat with your broken sword, but it's very, very hard, so don't even try it. Unless you're just really, really skilled. Which chances are you're not, since this is most likely your first playthrough. I mean, unless you started a new save file. So, rest of bonfire, leave, alright. So yeah, that boss right there, that was the Asylum demon. We can't defeat it just yet. I mean, obviously, like I said, it is possible to beat them, just not recommended. So get your shield. Let's go back here. Oh, there's a guy shooting arrows at us. Ow. Okay. As you can see, we didn't take much damage there, but trust me, you'll take a lot of damage as we go through the game. This is just the tutorial, so of course it's going to be a little bit sparing since it's just your first time playing. Alright, heater shield. This is a pretty crappy shield, but we will use it nonetheless to progress forward. We can block all damage from this bow jerk right here. He's running away because he's a little coward. But if you pick this up, you get a longsword, and that is the sword that we are supposed to use from now on. Now, I actually have to admit that I prefer to two-hand my weapon. If you actually press the triangle button, or whatever button is the equivalent of that, on whatever console or just platform you're playing it on, then that'll actually allow you to do this. And you can two-hand weapons. It allows you to attack. I think it attacks a bit slower. However, you actually do more damage, and you know, it's basically just for people who want to do more damage rather than be defensive. Shields are pretty useful, obviously, because they block damage. They don't block all damage. Shields have like a thing that there's like a number that shows how much percentage of damage it can actually block. So it won't block all damage, but it'll block enough. And some shields have 100% block duration, or whatever you want to call it. So that actually makes it so that you won't take any damage no matter what attack it is, except maybe some attacks like fire-based attacks or magic-based attacks, stuff like that. Anyways, let's go down here because there's actually a shortcut that we can open that leads us right back to the bonfire. So we can actually just go ahead and heal. Not really necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. Now that door right there is actually closed right now, so we can't go back in to fight the boss just yet. But if we go up here, and then take a sharp right, and be careful because there is a ball. Oh god, I didn't think that was going to hit me, but it did anyway. So yay. And then through here, there's this guy. This was the guy on the roof.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Hmm? Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I are both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, "Thou who art undead art chosen." And thine exodus from the Undead Asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
So, we now know what we have to do. We have to go to the land of the ancient lords, and we have to fulfill a prophecy. So that's pretty nice. And by the way, that guy up there, his name was Oscar of Astora, by the way, he just died, so he just dropped his souls. So, yay. Anyway, so now we have Estus flasks. These are your healing items. You get 5 to start out with, and every time you go to a bonfire it replenishes, but you only get 5 for that bonfire. So, yeah, I mean, like, obviously every time you rest at said bonfire it will replenish, but it's just like, you have to be sparing with them because it'll be, if you're trying to make it to the next bonfire, you have to use them sparingly because they're easy to run out. I don't even know how to describe it. Basically, just be careful with them. Because if you waste one, you won't get it back until you get to the next bonfire. Alright, so resting a bonfire revives enemies. Okay, so yeah, that's all stuff I explained earlier. So now there's gonna be 3 dudes right here. Come on out, please. Please. Alright. Kill that guy. There's also jumping attacks if you tap. Oh crap! I was trying to do a jump attack! I got really greedy there. Yeah, I'm... like I said, I have to get back into the swing of things. Anyway, so... kill that guy. So there is something around here, but we can't do anything about it just yet. We can probably come back later and do that, but in the meantime, there's this. White light. This is the entrance to a boss arena. Every time you see this, be careful, because there's a boss on the other side. Sometimes there won't, but most of the time there is. Anyways, so, this dude. Jump! Plunge attack! And that takes away almost half of his health. Isn't that just awesome? Alright, so now the real fight starts. You gotta be careful, because this is a very, very easy boss, since it is the first one, but just be careful, because if it's your first time playing, you might not truly understand how to fight bosses just yet. But anyway, so dodge roll is O. That allows you to just dodge out of the way from attacks. And he's almost dead already. Come on. Here we go. Dead. That was easy. Yep. You're probably wondering, come on, this game isn't too hard. Oh, you just wait. You just wait. This game gets really hard very, very quickly. But the tutorial is very easy. Alright, so we got a lot of souls from that, and we can go through here now. Okay. Read this. Good job. Go straight ahead. And there's snow all of a sudden. Or perhaps it's ash. We shall never know. It's probably snow, but whatever.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the Undead Asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
So, welcome to Firelink Shrine. We are now in Lordran. This is where the game takes place, obviously, and this is a land of everybody wanting to kill you, basically, so be careful about that. Anyways, so, right here, there's a bonfire. You can rest at it, as you see right there, it fully heals us, but, anyways, this is what souls are for. They are your experience points. You can use it to level up. I'm gonna level up Vitality, Strength, Endurance. That's what I'm gonna do right now. But yeah, so souls. Souls are interesting. This is not like a traditional RPG. You have to actually go, you actually have to go to a bonfire to level up. You can't, just level up whenever you want. The other thing is, if you die, you lose all your souls. However, you have one chance to make it back to the spot that you died to pick up your dropped souls. If you die before then you lose them permanently. So, yeah, be careful. Do not let your guard down whenever you lose souls. You gotta be super, super careful. If you go over here, there's 3 humanities. So, humanities, I still don't talk about them just yet, because, I don't know, I just don't really think it's necessary. Anyways, there's this guy.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess, fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first, but there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the Undead Asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the Undead Church. The other is far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
That guy does not seem very friendly, but anyways. By the way, as you can see right now, we also now have 10 Estus Flasks. This bonfire is kindled, so every time you rest at this one, you'll get 10 bonfires. Sorry, 10 bonfires. 10 Estus Flasks. However, other bonfires are not kindled. To kindle, you need to actually use a humanity, but you actually technically need to use 2 humanities because you need to be in human form. And that's where humanities come in. I guess I should have just explained them right now. Humanities, whenever you are in hollow form, which is like, ow. basically, hollow form is what we're in right now. As you can see right there, the circle that says 0, 0, that means it is currently blank. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Why did that guy just run off the edge? Anyway, so, yeah, that means that we are hollowed, which means that we don't have access to certain features when we're hollowed. When you're human, you do have access to those features, including kindling. So, yeah, that's what humanity is used for. So, yeah, we're gonna try to be super sparing with these Estus flasks right here, because obviously we have 10, so it's better to just save them. Ow, ow, jerk, stupid jerk. Anyways, as you can see over there, there is an item on underneath that bridge, and I just don't really feel like risking grabbing it right yet now. We'll save it for later on, just because it's a little bit hard to get. Anyways, over here, another item, Soul of a Lost Undead. These give you souls by crushing them, and they're just used if you're just a few souls short of leveling up, or if you just want to buy something, I guess, and you just don't feel like going out and grinding. Basically, stuff like that. I use them quite often. They're pretty useful. Depending on the size of the soul or like the title of the soul, you'll get more souls from them, stuff like that. Anyways, up here, be wary of hollow. That's a message for another player. And up here, we are now in the Undead Burg. This is our first real area. So this is for stuff because it's gonna get pretty tough. Now, obviously, I've played this game twice. And I'm pretty good at making it through this area. So we'll see how well we do. Over here, this dude I think has fire bombs. Yes, he does. Just kill him because... Oh wait, he's not dead. What the heck? I thought that killed him. Whatever, he's dead now. And in here, is there anything? I believe there is something. Is there? I could have sworn that in here is an item or something. I guess not, though. Weird. Oh, wait, no, there's something up here. Wait, no. Oh, okay. I guess not. Okay, I'm wrong about everything. Unless I'm just missing something and I'm stupid. Anyways, through this... Oh, wait! I see right there, there is a dead body that I forgot to pick. Firebomb, okay. That's cool. Anyways, over here is another item. This game has some very rewarding exploration. There's lots of stuff that's very easy to miss, but if you go off the beaten path, you'll get some really cool stuff. Over here are these stairs leading up, and dragon. Okay, it's gone. Yeah, that dragon will be back later, but it's just a little teaser as to what's coming up ahead. So, right here. Oh my God, Jesus! That guy just flew over here. What the heck? Okay, I need to heal. I was trying to be sparing with these Estus flasks, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Come on, die. Okay. Cracked round shield. Okay, that's a shield that I don't really know if I really want to use anyway. Since I don't really use shields anyway, but there are quite a few times in the game where I do prefer to use shields, just not early game, to be honest, because, I mean, unless you're just new to the game, I don't really think it's necessary. If you're experienced with the game, you can make it through the beginning of the game super easily if you two-hand your weapon. Anyways, past here is a wooden shield. Okay, another shield that I'm not going to use anyway. And then, you know what? No, we'll come back here in a bit because there is actually something over there, but there is a bonfire right here, so I don't really feel like dying. So we'll just light this and then go check it out. So level up. We have enough to level up once, and I'm gonna level up dexterity. By the way, I guess I can explain everything, so you press select right here. So, wait, whoops. So there's, vitality is your HP, attunement is the number of attunement slots, endurance is your, it determines stamina, equipment load, and resistance to bleeding, strength is obviously weapon attack, dexterity is parameter required to wield advanced weapons, also boost weapon attack. Resistance is defense and resistance to poison. Intelligence is stuff to like wield sorceries and stuff like that. Faith is required to cast miracles and also boost miracles and divine weapons. And then humanity, which I already explained. So yeah, wait, hold on. I didn't mean to back out of that. That was dumb of me. Endurance, dexterity. Okay, there we go. So yeah, stuff like faith and intelligence I'm gonna leave pretty low because I don't, like I said, I don't really do stuff like magic builds. But we might level them up a bit because it never hurts to have a couple of miracles and spells and stuff like that because they can be pretty helpful for some points in the game. All right, so here we go. Kill these guys because they came back, obviously. Oh, yeah, he's got a shield up, so he has defense. He has defense boosts. Anyways, over here, try kicking. Kicking, I think, is... Yeah, you just gotta press forward and R1 at the same time. Alright, so this guy, if you have a two-handed weapon, you can knock away the shield very, very easily. So that's another advantage to having two-handed weapons, is knocking away shields pretty easily. It also staggers them pretty easily as well, so, you know, just overall, really, really good to two-hand your weapon. Anyways, what does this say? Here! So, this is actually a secret area down here. Past here. Imminent strike. Anyway, I don't even know what that means. But anyway, so there's this guy.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
So this is another thing that souls can be used for, is actually buying items. So it actually doubles as currency, so that's pretty nice. This right here, Orange Guidance Soapstone, this allows you to actually leave behind the messages we've been seeing. So I'm gonna buy that. I don't really know if it's necessary for early game, but I mean, I'm just gonna buy it anyway. He also sells armor and weapons and stuff like that. Does he sell bows? I would like a bow. He has a hand axe. Does he? He doesn't have a... Okay, no, I mean, he does have a bow, but I just don't have enough souls for it. Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. If you walk away, then it'll cut them off. It's pretty funny. Anyway, oh, there's a guy, I forgot. One of the things that this game really encourages you to do is memorize enemy placements. So make sure that if you die a bunch of times, just make sure you memorize where enemies are, because it makes getting through areas a lot easier. Hey guys. Ow. Why'd you do that? Jerk. Maybe this will give us enough souls if we just kill these guys. Ow! Jesus! Alright, they're dead. We can go up here, and this actually takes us back to where we were before. Come on, can you go faster? Can you please just go a bit faster, mate? Alright, we're up here. And this gives us throwing knives. We got 10 of them. Throwing knives are pretty useful if you want to pick away at enemies from a distance. It does very, very low damage, I believe, but it's still pretty useful if you're just trying to pick away at enemies' health. Anyways, through here. Sorry if what I'm saying is kind of repetitive and stuff like that. I'm actually my throat's sort of sore. Probably because this episode has been going on for a while at this point. I just want to make this first episode pretty long.
You brought plenty of salt.
I want to make this first episode pretty long just because obviously it's the first episode, so... And I mean, it's been a while since I've made a video in the first place, so it doesn't hurt. Anyways, where are the bows? No! Wait, I'm trying to take a close look through this. Alright, so we got... Wait, is that it? Short bow, okay, yeah, so that requires 1,000 souls, okay. Yeah, he gets mad at you if you don't buy anything. Just like real store owners, I guess. I mean, I'm just saying, can you really blame them? You come into a store, and then you don't buy anything. It's kind of annoying. Anyways, over here... I'm just gonna heal myself, obviously. That's a smart thing to do. And then over here... Die! I didn't need to lock on there. As long as you know the general direction you're swinging, locking on can sometimes not be required, actually. You can sometimes make it pretty far with it locking on. Anyways, through here. Be careful, because these enemies will try to ambush you. I'm gonna try to be careful here. Kill this guy. And then... kill this guy. And then, finally, kill this guy! Yay! And he dropped Hollow Soldier Helm. Which, anyways, this brings me to why I wanted to choose the Warrior class, is because my first playthrough, I chose the Knight class, and that actually led to some pretty terrible stuff happening, because the Knight class actually has an incredibly high, like, you start out with a certain equip load, which means that you can only wear certain heavy types of armor. But if you wear the knight armor, you have to do a fat roll, which is what the community refers to it as. Fat rolls, basically... I got black fire bombs, that's pretty nice. Anyway, so, fat rolls, basically, as you can see, I can roll pretty quickly here. But if you do a fat roll by wearing super heavy armor, you actually do a super slow roll. So during boss fights and stuff like that, you can die very easily because you can't roll fast enough. So yeah, I chose the warrior class because it's basically sort of similar to the knight class, just you have faster rolls because your equip load isn't that heavy. Anyways, whoa, guys, chill out. I mean, this is Dark Souls, of course they're not gonna chill out. Anyways, there we go, killed those guys. I always seem to have like a 50-50 chance of actually surviving those guys. Most of the time I actually manage to just like straight up die to the... Like early game I died to those guys so much, like in my first playthrough. Like, these days I can make it through this area super easily, but just like... I think it took me like a full day to get through this area in my first playthrough. Not like an actual day, not like 24 hours of playtime. I think it took more like an hour or so, because I only played this game for about like an hour or so the first day that I got it. Before I just gave up from frustration. Then I picked it up a couple days later and kept playing, and then I fell in love with it. Anyways, that right there, if you have... I'm debating if I want to go back now, because, sure, let's go back to that, let's go back to the guy selling the stuff, because now we have enough to buy the residence key, I believe, and enough to buy all the stuff that we had before, like, you know, just... We'll just have enough to buy stuff, because I want to buy the bow, obviously, and some arrows, but on top of that, I also want to try to buy the residence key, which is another thing that he was selling. Okay, fine, I'll kill you guys. Yeah, you can run past enemies, but it's sort of not a good idea sometimes, because it can lead to you actually getting screwed over a lot, because enemies will chase you indefinitely until you just manage to outrun them. And that means that sometimes if you're just trying to make it to a boss arena, like if you fought your way through enemies like dozens of times, then obviously people just want to run through it. But if you're just trying to memorize an area, it can be kind of a bad idea to do that, because you can get trapped in corners and stuff like that.
Oh,
anyway, so
never heard.
Alright, just skip all this text. Purchase items. Let's buy... Is that... Oh, it's 3,000 souls. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna buy the bow first. Just so I can, Wait, short bow. Alright, buy. Purchase for 1,000 souls. Okay, we can't get the residence key just yet, which is sad, but we'll get it later on. Now, standard arrows. We'll buy a bunch of these. Actually, no, I'm just gonna buy like 20 for now, because obviously I don't really do like archery builds and stuff like that, but you know, it's a good idea nonetheless. For when we do need to use bows and stuff like that. I don't, like I said, I don't need to use it all that much, but when I do, I do, and it never hurts to have them. That's sort of the golden rule of Dark Souls. It never hurts to have anything. Just everything is useful in this game. Except maybe like 1 or 2 items that have like no practical uses whatsoever, but anyways, the residence key can be used on this door, so when you do buy it, open that door, and it gives you some cool loot. Anyways, down there is a very tough enemy for early games, so you can either try to take him on, but I'm not going to. Anyways, up here, there's a trap. Run! Oh boy. Yeah, that happens. And then, oh god, there's also that guy who is a huge jerk. I hate him. Anyways, chug that. People call Estus Flask Sunny D, because you basically just like chug it. Like you chug the entire flask in like a split second. It's ridiculous. Up here is our fog gate. So we got a boss. If you go through here, the boss doesn't appear just yet, but you're gonna want to take a left or whatever. I still get left and right mixed up sometimes. Anyways, if you climb up here, you can find these guys. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow! Whatever, they're dead. So that's good. And yeah, those guys, if you don't kill them, they will shoot you throughout the entire boss battle, so be extra careful. Anyways, I'm still trying to figure out how to climb up ladders. Like, I'm used to... Like, do you just have to climb it up like this? Oh wait, that was wrong. Like, do you have to like? I'm not sure, to be honest. Oh god, why did I do that? Anyways, yeah, I'll figure that out as we go along. Anyways, up here. Here's our boss. Meet the Taurus demon. I'm just gonna run this way, run this way, run this way, run this way. So there he is. He will chase you immediately, so climb up this ladder if you want to get a huge advantage. Because as you saw before with the Asylum demon, you can get a plunging attack. So that takes away a decent chunk of health, not like as much as the Asylum demon. Anyways, this guy's arena sucks because you have such little room to move around, but what I prefer to do, actually, is bait him into doing an attack, then die, apparently. Oh boy, there was our first death of the entire Let's Play. Fun. Yeah, death happens quite often in this game. Early game, if you're experienced enough, you can make it pretty far. But, yeah, I didn't want to die to that guy, to be honest. Maybe doing the plunging attack isn't the best idea in the world. I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'll figure it out. Anyways, I'll cut back to when I get back there, because you guys might not want to see me go through all of this again. Ooh, we got a Titanite shard there. Those are useful later on. I just picked that up, and I just wanted to show that. Anyways. There's another Titanite shard, wow. Okay, killed those guys. Now, that green thing down there, that is actually our drop souls, so we'll go ahead and pick those up, because we're smart. And then we will try this again. I don't know if I should do the plunging attack. I don't know if I should. You know what? I think we can do it without it. Let's try it. Anyways, right here, he's gonna do this. They don't really have to dodge there, but anyways, there we go. We did 65 damage. There we go. Gonna do a strong attack. If you press R2, you do more damage. But it's a slower attack, obviously. Okay. Waiting for the right moment. Come on. Oh, whoa! Dodged under him. Alright, there we go. Don't get greedy. Oh, whoa, whoa! Oh, that was close. Okay, we're doing pretty good now. Yeah, this boss really isn't hard. It's fairly easy. I just still don't want to get greedy, since he can't do a lot of damage, and his boss arena is kind of stupid. Anyways. Over here. Slash, slash, and dodge! Oh, boy! That was close. Alright, and he's gonna do this. So dodge under him. Do that. Okay, we're doing very, very well. We might do this. Or probably will. Oh, whoa. Don't speak too soon, apparently. Okay. And do that, and drink. Just drink. I don't care. Dodge! Oh, that was close. And wait for it. Sorry if this commentary is extremely boring. There isn't much to say about this boss. He's kind of bland, to be honest. Anyways. Oh, God! Okay, okay. Okay, and dodge, drink, because at this point we have no more Estus Flask to waste since 5 is the default anyway. Jesus, come on. Just kill him. I don't care. There we go. Don't even try to be patient anymore. Just get greedy. It doesn't matter. Alright, we defeated. You defeated. I still can't tell if this is supposed to be like mistranslation or something, because it doesn't really make a lot of sense. You defeated. Alright, so that was sort of weird at the end. I just sort of got totally greedy, but it still worked. I somehow managed to, like, clip through his attack at the end. I actually got really scared, but alright. Past here. Prepare to meet, in case you've never played this game, prepare to meet the face of Dark Souls. This guy.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Soler of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows,
Could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
So that's Solera Vestora. People love this guy, and so do I, because he's basically the most positive guy in the entire series, probably. He's just an overall really endearing character, and he's just really fun to be around, to be honest. And yeah, so he just gave us the White Sign Soapstone. So that allows us to actually play with other players. Multiplayer in this game is kind of complicated and is very let's just say very unconventional compared to most games, but we don't really have any demonstrations for that just yet, so I will actually explain that once we get a chance. And oh god, yep, this part, yep, that's right, there is a dragon. That's the dragon we saw earlier, and yeah, he will be on that bridge, and that's why I wanted to buy a bow, because if you try to cross the bridge, he'll just breathe fire on you, so you have to use a bow to bring him down. If you're very lucky, he'll come down on his own, but that's very rare. Anyways, we'll do that next episode, because this has gone on pretty long, but anyways, I've said anyways so much, but wow. So, next time on Dark Souls, we are going to continue through this area, and we'll make it to the next area, which is very close. It's just across the bridge, actually, and we'll probably make it farther. I don't want to spoil anything, because this game, and the fun about it is just all the surprises. Anyways, see you guys later. Bye.